Hi, my guest today is Anthony Archer. Thank you so much for coming by, Anthony. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me here.
Now tell me about your investments. You do alternative asset investing. I'd like to know a little bit about how you got started and what you guys are doing.
Okay, well, our main goal is to provide solutions to modern challenges for those of us in the Western world, so predominantly the British, European and American clients. The tumultuous times, the volatility that we've seen recently in the last few years since 2008, the global financial crisis, it's in a real appetite for alternatives. Alternative investments that have an asset, that also diversify the currency risk, diversify the geopolitical risk, because people often forget that the governments control your taxation.
That's right.
So if they increase taxes, they can lower your returns or actually negate all your returns completely. And the final one is the asset class itself. There's a great appetite at the moment for commodities and agricultural investments, so we find that solution for them, but within that agri sector.
How did you actually get started? How did you figure out that that's what you wanted to do?
My history is predominantly in real estate investment for the last 14 years. In 2008 we went looking for alternatives for our own money, for our own investments,
Sure.
And we went to Brazil. And just by chance, as a child, I grew up in Portugal.
Okay.
So I speak Portuguese fluently and Spanish also.
Yes.
And it makes life a lot easier when you can communicate in their own
Exactly.
language in Brazil.
Yes.
And we saw the wonderful potential. And you can't be in Brazil for too long without investing into the agri sector, because it's huge for them.
Yeah, and it's a global sector. I mean, they
It is.
produce for the world.
Well, they're world's
Yeah.
largest producers of oranges, the world's largest cattle herders or cattle farmers, and many other commodities such as coffee. They're either in the first or second or third place. So they're huge farming agri-nation.
And what about the regulations there, the government regulations? Are they pretty easy?
It's a very difficult place to do business,
Okay.
Particularly if you don't speak the language.
Yes, I'm sure.
But even if you do, it is difficult. It's not easy. That's why I think our clients really appreciate what we bring to the table.
Right.
Because we're the ones on the ground. We have teams of both British, American, and also Brazilians in Brazil itself.
Right, you're not
as well.
sitting in an office
No,
somewhere.
exactly.
Trying to manage
Yeah,
it.
a lot of the big economists and the sort of adventure capitalists, as we call
Sure,
them, such as
sure.
Jim Rogers, they stress the importance of being on the ground. There's no point being in some office in New York somewhere and researching on the internet and saying, well, this is what we think of the market. You need to be there. You need boots on the ground and people that you can rely on.
And then how do people invest in it? I mean, how does an individual investor then invest with
Well,
you?
there are different ways. What we like to do with most of our clients is to give them the asset, so they own the land itself.
Okay.
And then we manage it, and we take 30% of their net profits, and they keep 70. So
Okay.
it's very much a hands-free investment for our clients.
So is it pooled? Like, do you have
No.
like 100 people that might buy one?
No, we
particular-
have big plantations.
Okay.
At the moment, the plantation that we're currently working on is about 2,500 acres for that one plantation. And there are many investors in it, but they all have the rights to their own piece of land.
Okay.
And they get the yields from their own land, which is very important.
Anthony, how would an individual investor get involved with liquid investments and actually get to participate in these exciting developments?
Well, I guess the most simple, straightforward way would come to our website, first of all. You can learn more about us, see a lot of videos, you can download brochures, etc.
Yes,
as well.
I've done that. That's
a
fun.
good one to do,
Yes.
isn't it? Which is www.liquid-investments.com. So liquid-investments.com.
And that would sort of lead them through as to how much they could invest and what exactly they would
Exactly.
be investing in.
And put them in contact with the right branch office, their nearest one as well. So you can speak to someone that has a similar time zone to you. You
Yes.
might even speak to someone from the same neighborhood you're from.
Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Well, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I've been talking with Anthony Archer of Liquid Investments.